Good morning students, standard 9th, subject social science, video number 2 and chapter number 13. India, location, geological structure and physiography 1. Now today's topic is strategic location of India. But before we start today's topic, let just recall the informations regarding video number 1 so we can interlink this topic. So in first video we talk about India's location, size and area. If you remember that in that video number 1 we talk about India is having, or you can say India is located in the northern hemisphere. The India extends from 8 degree 4 minute to 37 degree 6 minute north latitudes and from 68 degree 7 minute to 97 degree 25 minutes east longitudes. But if you forgotten, then also today I also have map so you can understood that. See here, India is located 8 degree 4 minute. Here it is clearly written 8, so it is the starting point, understood. 8 degree 4 minute to 37 degree 6 minute north latitudes. It means here it is written 36. So 36. So here we have 37 minutes and 37 degree and 6 minutes north latitudes. North latitude. It is the north side of India, and apart from this, India is also extended from 68 degree to 7 minutes. 68 degree. So it is written very clearly here. If you see that 68 degree, look at the point of my pen. You can understand 68 degree to 7 minutes to 97 degree to 25 minutes. So it is this side also you can understood 96 it is written. Look at the point of my pen, so you can understand 96 degree. So we will be having here 97 minutes to 97 degree to 25 minutes. So it is total area of India, that extended area we discuss. Second thing we talk about that the extended area of India from north to south and east to west. So the north to south, the length of India is 3214 kilometer and east to west 2933 kilometer. So almost we can say equal. Apart from this, the first sun rays happen in India is in Arunachal Pradesh, and there is a 2 hours difference between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat, but the time is considered as the same throughout the India, and that is standard meridian. If you remember that I show you that map in the first video, that is the standard meridian that is passing through these 5 states: Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Orissa, then Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. So this time is calculated throughout the country for the betterment of our development. Now that we have discussed, and another thing is that the area of India that we also have discussed, the area of India is about 32.8 lakh square kilometer, and due to the area, India is ranked 7th rank in the world, and 6 countries are larger than India, and they are Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil and Australia. So that, and 2 oceans, or you can say Arabian Sea is located to the west side of India, and Bay of Bengal is located to the east side of India. Apart from that, we have discussed Andaman Nicobar Island is located to the east side of India, and Lakshadweep Islands are located to the west side of India. In north we will be having the mountain ranges, and in south we will be having the peninsula. It means 3 side water and 1 side land. That all things we have discussed in video number 1. Now today we have one interesting topic: strategic location of India. Now why is given the name strategic? It is called strategic, means you can say too lucky. We can say we Indians are too lucky. Why? Because today we will discuss about this strategic location of India. So first of all, I will write here the main topic or main points of this main topic. India holds, first one, India holds a strategic location strategic location in Eastern Hemisphere. Eastern Hemisphere. It means India is located in the northern hemisphere. That is clear thing. The equator passes through the middle of India, and that makes the two complete parts of the earth, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. But India is located in northern hemisphere. But here I have written India is located in eastern hemisphere also, because India is located to the east side of the world. Now, and that is why it has the strategic importance also. Now, another thing, that oceans have contributed immensely in developing mutual relation in ancient times. Now, India had a trade relation with, please remember the names of this: East Africa, West Asia, South Asia, and Southeast Asia since ancient time. It means India having the trade relations through the waterway through these all countries: East Africa, West Asia, South Asia and Southeast Asia since ancient time. Now, India had developed a cultural and commercial relations with them due to her location, because India's location is too good. Through the India we can reach to Australia also, Canada also, USA also, and even Africa also. That we'll discuss in this video also. Now, another thing is that no country in Indian Ocean has a long maritime boundary as India has, because we are very lucky that we'll be having the long sea coast from, you can say, Gujarat to up to eastern, all 7 eastern states, and that is why we are lucky, because due to this only we can having the trade with the waterway also. Now, due to this strategic location, due to this reason only, the name is Indian Ocean is given. So I will mention over here, due to this strategic location, the ocean is named as Indian Ocean. Apart from this other information, and student, please note it down that this is the 4 marks question. In exam it will be asking 4 marks. Now, location of India across the international waterway is also important. Now, with the opening, please remember it is a most important point, with the opening of Suez, or you can say Suez Canal in, I make the underline, Suez Canal in 1869 in 1869, due to this opening of this canal, what happened, just see that the distance between India and Europe has reduced up to, or you can say about, reduced by about 7,000 kilometer. You cannot imagine also, with the opening of the Suez Canal in 1869, the distance between India and Europe has reduced up to 7,000 kilometer. I will turn the page so you can make better explanation of that. Next point. Now, sea routes connecting the East and Southeast Asia and Australia to Africa and Europe has passed through the Indian Ocean. So that I will mention over here. Sea routes, or you can say waterway. Sea routes connecting East and Southeast Asia, even Australia also, and Australia to Africa and Europe has passed through the Indian Ocean. It means we can reach to these places, Australia, Africa, East Asia, Southeast Asia, through the sea routes only. So it is very lucky, we are very lucky that we can go to these places by sea routes only, or we can make the trade also with these places. Even though the African waterway and Suez Canal waterway pass by India only. Canada and USA, look at that, it is an important point. Canada and USA can be reached. USA and Canada can be reached through the same water way via Strait of Malacca and the Pacific Ocean because this Strait of Malacca and the Pacific Ocean can be connected, or you can go to Canada and USA through these waterways. Now India has contact with many countries since many centuries, because the evidence is that Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, Bartholomew Diaz, these all the sailors came to India for the trade purpose, and that is why we will be having the trade relations with these all countries. Next point, goods and ideas are being exchanged since ancient time. Now you just see that goods and ideas can be exchanged, because if somebody came to our country, we get their culture also, and if we visit the other countries, so we get that cultures also. Now similarly, concept of, now you just see this point is make a pride to Indian. Concepts of Upanishad stories of Ramayana and Panchtantra, Indian numerical figures and decimal system etc. could reach many parts of the world. I will explain this point. Now you just see that the concept of Upanishads, stories of Panchtantra and Ramayana, then you can say Indian numerical figures in the sense the zero is discovered by India, even though decimal system is also invented, or you can say it is established by Aryabhatta. So these are the one kind of gift to world by Indian people only. So these things are reached to the each and every parts of the world, so we can make a pride for this particularly. Now India has an important location in South Asia. You just see that here one question is also we can make, where is India is located? So India is located in south side of Asia continent. So due to this only we will be having the strategic location. So students, today we have discussed one point, or you can say one question also, information about strategic location of India. It is in 4 marks questions. Okay, what are the benefits of it? Okay, how is it formed? These all things we have discussed over here. So I hope that you have get this entire informations about these questions, and please complete your worksheet and homework. Thank you students.